Hi, my name is Catherine Nestor. I just auditioned for the Disney face character lookalikes in Denver, Colorado, and I wanted to share my experience with YouTubers because I know that I did a lot of research on YouTube about Disney auditions before I went to the audition today. Like I said, my name is Catherine. I'm about 5'4", maybe 5'5". I weigh 125 pounds, and I live in Denver, Colorado. So I did my hometown to start out with. There were about 60 people that auditioned with me. We were auditioning for parts Cinderella, Ariel, Elsa, Anna, Princess Tiana, and did I say Tinkerbell? And Tinkerbell, and Disney Princes and Peter Pan. So there was boys there with us, which was really fun to watch. But when we first walked into the room, they told us the basic of what's going to run down is about 2 hours, give or take, depending on how many rounds you go through. And we're going to take your height first and your name. So there are people there that had resumes and headshots, and they asked to not get those right now. So we just lined up, and they took down our names and our heights. There's no such thing as a Disney height, by the way. They told us that from the get-go. So Tumblr people, no such thing as a Disney height. It's a real height thing. They don't cut you down 2 inches. They don't raise you up 2 inches. It is your height. And then we sat down and we waited some more until they took everybody's height. And then we started the dance portion. And what I can tell you for the dance portion is that I was like, fellow YouTubers, like, tell me what the dance was. Like, just tell me it so I can practice it. It really didn't need to be practiced ahead of time. It was a simple dance in dancer terms, but I'm not a dancer. Me and my friend that I went with, Megan, who I'll tell you about later, we're both not theater people. We did some plays in high school, but we don't have any dance experience or any theater experience past that. But we are mermaids, so we get a lot of FaceTime with people, which is like meet and greets. So that's about our only experience, though. But yeah, so the dance was simple in terms. However, we only ran through it about 2 times, and I definitely screwed up when we were doing it in front of the judges. Or the recruiters, whatever they're called. So like I did a twirl instead of grapevining. Like that's how bad I screwed up. And me and Megan said that she screwed up too, but we both got past the first round. So out of like 60 people, they probably cut it down to 17 people, I want to say. Maybe 15 for the second round. And me and Megan were both part of this group. And in the second round, they lined us up in a row like this, and the judges walked down each one, and they asked everyone simple questions like, are you ready to move to Orlando? Are you 18 years or older? Do you have any tattoos? Are you from here? Just simple questions like that. However, this is where I think that I screwed up. This is my advice for anyone auditioning, is that I was so excited that I got it to the second round, especially because what one of the cast directors said is that if you get to this round, it's because you have that Disney face. You have something about you that we like and that we look for with our Disney princesses and princes. So know that if you get to this round, that you are more likely to get it to this round again if you don't get past the previous rounds, so on and so forth. So I was really excited. I was also like, me and Megan were numbers 8 and 9, so I think there was only 2 girls ahead of us that got through the second round, so we were third. I was third. So I was just really nervous and shaken up, so I stuttered a lot, and I was talking really fast, probably like I am now, and I think that didn't go very well with the judges, just that nervousness, because you need to be able to talk to people and keep that calm demeanor. So I would definitely say slow things down, remember to relax when you're doing the audition, because they want you to be able to speak and they need to have you communicate with them. That's the biggest thing, except smiling. Make sure you always smile. During that dance routine, I think some of the girls didn't get picked because they didn't smile. So make sure you smile. The other thing is that I also had a very high energy about myself. So maybe the other reason that I didn't get through is that I came off as very much a Tinkerbell. But when they finally came and saw me, they had their little iPad, which I signed my name on, and they later would write down my height next to it, but that was after the initial like, hi, my name's Catherine in the first round. So they're like, oh yeah, she's a great Tinkerbell, but then she looked at my thing and I was 5'4", and that's definitely above the Tinkerbell height limit. So maybe she was like, oh well, then she's not Tinkerbell, but And the other thing is that maybe I look like another character, but maybe the girl standing next to me, which is my best friend Megan, looked more like that character and had more of that presence and attitude, and they were just really focused on me being Tinkerbell. So I got cut the second round. However, my best friend Megan did not get cut the second round. She made it through the third round, which is the final round. And I will share her experiences with you guys. So after the second cut, after me and the other people left, there were about 9 of them total, or 9 people left for the third round total. And they did an improv session. They did an improv session where they acted like a zookeeper, and then they acted like their zookeeper animals. So you got to pick your animal that you wanted to be, and you got to pick like the zookeeper kind of personality that you wanted to have. So she said that she was a tiger, other people did an elephant and a monkey. And then after they did this improv session, nobody got cut. There was not a cutting round. They were simply said, like, you are such and such character, and then you are such and such character. And they were given a little script that matched their character's personality or matched what their characters would do, but it wasn't from the movie. So my friend got to know Cinderella really, really well during this. That's what she was, assigned to, was be friends with Cinderella. So her script was all about going to the ball and dancing with the prince all night, and then she had to like live through that kind of thing. But it was just a couple lines, and they said that to a camera, and then they were also taken a headshot of, and then they took their heights again, and then they wrote down their name for the database. Every single one of them in the room got a part, like I said. The ones that were assigned for Ariel and Elsa got to get in the costumes, but none of the other girls or guys did. And then after they were all done, the casting director said that you would hear back a yes or a no in 2 weeks, and then after that initial yes or no, you would hear back again if it was a yes, and they would tell you when to come. So you could get up to like 6 months, they could email you back, but then you had like 6 months to tell them when you were ready to come down, is what she said. So I hope this helped you guys. My friend, by the way, is like 5'7" and probably 135 pounds, I would guess. She's a little bit bigger than me. She also has brown eyes, and she was cast as Cinderella. So, cast as friends of Cinderella. Shh. So just know that you can always wear contacts, but don't wear contacts to the audition. Wear whatever you're gonna wear. But I definitely want to try out again, so I'm not discouraged. It was a little heartbreaking at first, but I know that I made it to the second round, so I have a look, I have a presence, and maybe next time I just need to keep things calm like I told you and not stumble over my words. But best of luck to everybody else. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can feel free to ask me. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, YouTubers.